Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we'll be learning about the tar command used for creating tar.gz and similar kind of files. So let's get started. Here we have a test folder. We'll try making a tar of that. So the test.tar file got created over here. Similarly, if we use cvf, tar.gz will get created. So the tar file got created completely as expected. So let's move on to creating the tar.gz file. Use zcvf and tar.gz. We can use the test folder because we are in the same directory actually. So that's how tar and tar.gz gets created. Let's try creating a tar.bz2 file. Okay, here there is a small difference. We are not using the hyphen before C. So that thing is to be noted. So this got created. Actually, we can see one small difference that in test.tar, the size is 2.5 MB for the very same test folder. But if you're using tar.gz, it is getting compressed. And if you're using tar.bz2, it is getting further compressed. So that's the difference between the three formats. Okay. Now let's create a temporary folder and try untarring the contents of these tar files. We will create a folder by the name of tempo. Now we will untar the contents of the test.tar within tempo. Okay, so we can see that the contents of the test.tar got untarred over here. In order to do the same for tar.gz, now we'll use tar.gz and untar the contents of tar.gz over here. The contents got untarred. Okay, similarly we can use for bz2. The same syntax works for all of them. Here the contents of the test.tar.bz2 will get untarred within the test underscore run folder. So now if we go within test underscore run, we can see the test folder got created over here and within which the contents of the test folder are there. So that's how the untar for a different folder or a directory within the same server works. Now let's try to list the contents of a tar file in the following manner. So we can see here that if we use the option tvf, the contents within a tar file gets listed. So the same applies for tar.gz and tar.bz2. So all of the tar formats will get listed using the very same syntax. So we have created a folder by the name of test2 where we will be untarring particular files. We have created a folder by the name of test2 where we will be untarring the contents of test.tar file. Since here we will be first try untarring a single file from a complete tar file. It got created. Now within test, if we go, we can see that the ts.c file got created. Now instead of one file, we can untar multiple files if we want. So two files got untarred now. So that's how we can untar single file or multiple file from a complete tar file. The same applies if we are using a tar.gz. It's working. And the similar applies for bz2 format also. It might happen that the tar space hyphen xvf option might not work for tar.gz or tar.bz2. So in that case, we can do the following. Tar hyphen xzvf, this option we can use for tar.gz, and in order for tar.bz2, we can do the following. So it's working. Now let's try adding a file or a folder into a tar file. Over here we have test.tar. We can try adding tempo folder within the test.tar. Now if we see the size of the folder, we can see that the folder size got increased for test.tar from around 2.5 MB to 7.5 MB. So the tempo folder got added within the test.tar. The tar-rvf option doesn't work for tar.gz and tar.bz2. So when we will be using these options, we will be seeing errors. Like for tar.gz, we can see that an error has popped up. And if we do for tar.bz2, we will also see an error. So this option doesn't work for tar.gz and tar.bz2. Using the following option, we will be able to see the size of a tar file using the ls command. So the size or the number of which is mentioned over here is actually in bytes. Okay. So the same applies for tar.gz and for bz2. Now we will do the tar and untar operation, but the source and the destination server will not be the same. Like now, which we are practicing, they were on the very same server, but we will now have the destination on a different machine or a server. So we were working on this terminal. The IP address of the terminal was 192.168.0.6. The test folder was on this terminal. We will be creating the tar file on the destination machine, which is on this terminal, which is having IP 168.0.4. Okay, so let's get started. And within forward slash, we have created a test2 folder on the destination server. We will be using the cvf option. The folder name is test, of whose tar we will create. The root is the over here. The root is the username of the destination server, the IP address of the destination server, and the path where it will get copied. So it went successfully. We can check in the destination machine by going into the test2 folder. The test.tar got created. The timestamp it is reflecting. So it's working as expected. So we will try untarring the test.tar folder which we recently tarred into the server from where we created the tar. So cat test.tar, which is the source file, we will do SSH into the server, root of the destination server username, IP address of the destination server, the path under which the untar operation will take place, and the tar option. Okay. In the destination server, we have created a folder by the name of tempo, within which there is no contents. It's a blank folder. So now if you go within the tempo folder in the destination server, we can see the test folder got created, and within which all the files are recently created which came via the tar. So that's how the tar and the untar operation happens. So guys, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get the regular updates for latest videos from my channel.